Welcome to Mow for Show. I'm going to talk about greens mowers, mostly John Deere, Toro, Jacobson, mostly John Deere and Toro. As you can see my yard out there, I'll take it out here and kind of show it off a little bit. It's been raining today, but this is my yard. So it's Bermuda grass. So I might talk about Bermuda grass a little bit, but it's mostly going to be greens mowers. I work on greens mowers and I resell them. So let's talk about how to grease your John Deere. Okay. Now, if you're just going to do normal maintenance throughout the year, you just want to make sure that your chains that go in here, there's one that comes off of this shaft that runs your reel. Make sure it's nice and lubed up. You can use fluid film. Let me show you what it looks like. You can use fluid film. It's pretty good stuff. A lot of people use that. There's a chain that goes in here off this drive. And then there's a chain that goes in there. Just spray fluid film on there. Keep them nice and lubed up. Spray fluid film on both of those, and those will be fine. Now, in the beginning of the year, if you're going to maintain this and you're going to grease this at the beginning of the year, then what you're going to do is you're going to hit all these little grease zerks. Okay, so let me show you where they are and probably how many squirts or pumps that you're going to be putting in them. These reel bearing housings are going to take the most grease. They're probably going to be at the beginning of the year about 5 or 6 pumps, maybe, not too much. You don't want to grease anything too much because you could blow a seal out the side. All right, so you don't want to do that. There's a grease zerk right here. There's a bolt that's for your height of cut. That's how you change your height of cut. There's a bolt in there and it has a flat spot that goes all the way up and down, and as you grease pushes down in the bolt, makes it so it doesn't lock up. It's really not very much grease at all, honestly. There are grease zerks under there for your bed bar, pivot bolts, probably 1-2 squirts. There's like zero room in there. You're going to have grease zerks on each one of your bearings, 1, 2, and 3, right there. Beginning of the year, it's probably going to be 2 or 3, maybe. Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3. Nothing major. It's a very small area, and you don't want to get too crazy in there. You'll end up pushing a bunch of grease inside these covers. You're going to have grease zerks on your roller. It depends on what kind of roller you have. There's different kinds of rollers, but this one has grease zerks that go to the bearings on the end. And it's probably going to be just a couple of squirts. Just push this until your gun stops. You don't want to go too crazy. You can blow a seal out the side on that also. You're going to have grease zerks on your drum bearings that are down in there. You'll see them. You'll have to look for them, but they're in there, and they run your drum bearings, probably 5 or 6 at the most. When you're going to do that, you got grease zerks right here. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 squirts. Honestly, just keep all this lubed up with WD-40. You can put the fluid film on here also, and just keep it nice and greased up. And that's about it, really. You have gear oil that goes inside this gear housing, and you really shouldn't have to change that very often. But if you've never changed it and you don't know if the person before you has ever changed that, then go ahead and change it. It only takes about half a quart. Your drain plug is right here. I got a video that's coming up that is going to go through that completely because I just took one apart. And what you would use for that is John Deere High Guard transmission hydraulic fluid. Okay, High Guard. There's regular and there's low viscosity. The regular is going to be for warm climates. Low viscosity is going to be for colder climates. And that's really about it on the grease zerks, honestly. I got one there, roller. You got those bearings over there. Pivot bolt, rear drum, couple on the handlebars. Nothing crazy. Now, if you have changed your reel, or you've put new seals or bearings inside your reel because you needed to replace them, then that's a different story. All right. You want to grease your mower a couple times a year, maybe once in the beginning of the year and maybe once in like July or August, somewhere around there. Just do it a couple times a year. Don't get too crazy with it. You could blow a seal out. All right. And the seal could pop out and you'll never know because it's inside here and you'll never see it. But if you've replaced your reel or your bearings inside there, first of all, you need to pack your bearings before you put them back in there. If you've done that, it's probably going to take 15 to 20 pumps of grease to fill up that housing. Same thing with this one over here. This one you'll be able to see because this just comes right off. This is just pressure fitted on there, and you can twist it and pull it right off, and you can actually see inside there, and you can see the grease come out. This one's a different story. If you're greasing this one, you really can't see inside there, and you want to make sure you're not busting that seal out, because then grease is just going to be getting all over the place in there. But if you've replaced your reel, those are probably going to be about 15 to 20. They can require a lot more because the housings are bigger. I was just going to jump back in here and talk about your pulley right here, your tensioner that goes against these V-belts. Anything that moves. So when you pull your drive lever down, that goes up and down. So that pivot point right there. You might spray a little lube on there. You don't want to get too crazy because you don't want to get it on your belts. But I just wanted to add that in there because I forgot that part of it.